The beginning of our trips is always very kind of an exciting but scary time for the students. They've left home, some of them for the very first time. They don't know anyone. Many of them never sailed a boat before, so they don't actually really realize what they're coming into, but they signed up for adventure.
Welcome to Nice, France and Argo, Seamester's 112-foot, 2-mast stay-sail schooner. She is a Class 0 vessel and can sail in every ocean around the world. She will be the home for 24 students and 7 staff for the next 90 days as she embarks upon a 6,500-mile study abroad and gap year semester from the Mediterranean to the Caribbean.
From the very first moment of stepping on board, they're already well out of their comfort zone. You can see it on their face. They're excited and they're nervous and they hide it with the mask, but you can see that their heart is racing a little bit.
So this is the salon. We do all the classes in here, as well as all the cooking in the galley. And then student quarters are up forward, so we'll figure out which bunk you're going to put, unpack your things into it. Only caution about the bunk bag is the more stuff you put in it, the less place you have to sleep.
Okay, yeah.
So, and it's usually nicer to have clothes up there since they're soft to lay against.
As the fresh arrivals get situated and move into their bunks, the final preparations are made.
So we are putting away, believe it or not, 6 days worth of fresh food right now. It's a little bit of a game of Tetris because you have to fit this much food for 31 people into one very deep refrigerator.
It's mid-afternoon, and the time has finally come. Argo and her new crew embark for the very first time and set off.
I'm really expecting to see a lot of new things. I want these next 90 days to be really exciting.
Did you ever expect that this is what you'd be doing on your first day?
No, I knew that if I had expectations, no matter what I thought, they would be wrong.
It's actually a lot bigger than I expected compared to a lot of the other schooners that I've been on. I've been on like a 60-foot schooner and 80-feet schooners before, but never a 112-foot schooner. So it's actually much bigger than I was expecting.
Most of us we don't know what's ahead, we don't know what to expect because we've never done anything like this. So, I mean, my expectation is that I'm going to be really out of my comfort zone for a lot of it, which I hope to be.
The first few days on any Seamester program, the students have a lot of information thrown at them. We started talking about, how life on board works, everything from, the daily activities we need to get by from cooking and classes, etc., to bringing them up onto deck and familiarizing them with this 112-foot sailing yacht. And so we've been teaching them what a halyard is, how we sweat lines to hoist our sails, how to safely handle lines on deck. And we've also been introducing them to all the safety features on board and what it takes to be safe at sea.
Why do you give out so much to change? Why not be like right on top of the anchor?
So it's easier to tell when you see a diagram of the anchor, but basically you can think about it like a hook. And so this hook is supposed to grab into the ground, right?
Yeah.
If we just dropped it straight down, we'd be pulling on the hook this way, so just pull it right out. Whereas the more horizontal that line is, the better its ability to grab the bottom. So if you're pulling like along my arm, it's gonna hold well, but if you pull it straight up, it just pops right off.
Most programs just kind of bring you around on a boat. I really wanted the experience of working on a boat, and Seamester seemed like one of the few that could actually do that.
What you're gonna do is you're just gonna push. You wanna put your hands nice and high, push away, and then pull back, and you're gonna put all your body weight onto the line. So that's gonna pull that halyard down.
If you're driving a boat up a river, and that river's like flowing down really fast, then you can be going really fast into that river, but you're not really moving forward very fast. So your speed through the water would be fast, but your speed over ground would be slow. So we have 2 different speeds that are up there.
We'll see you swim around the boat 3 times, and once you come back here, we are going to also do a 10-minute tread water.
The shipmates got to jump in water for the first time and complete a swim test to make sure they are fit enough for the journey ahead. Setting off the coast of France, these new acquaintances take on their first task as a team, raising the sails.
We're gonna do one sail at a time. Definitely not how we're gonna do it throughout the trip. We'll be able to multitask and raise multiple sails at once. But for the first sail raise, I want everyone to see what happens. 2, 6.
Oh, this one's heavy. 2, 6. Starboard reefing line ready. Ready. One thing that's good practice is to do it with our little finger towards whatever we're easing it. That way, we can't accidentally get something stuck in the cleat.
With the sails up and Argo charging ahead to its first destination, the voyage is officially underway. Now, students must get a feel for their sea legs as they discover what life will be like together for an entire semester.
But as soon as it responds, it's going to want to swing well past your mark. So as soon as the boat starts going the direction that you want it to, quickly take those turns out, and then the boat will slowly start to straighten out. And as you come towards the mark that you want, just straighten out more and more until you get the boat going straight.
I'd say the biggest challenges are going to be getting used to a total lifestyle change.
I think it's really important to do stuff like this because it really opens your mind.
It's insanely different traveling by boat. With boats, you feel more like you're in a community every time you come into a port. They asked, what is our spirit animal? And I said dolphin because I need my people. That's also part of happiness for me. I need to have people in my life.
I'm content just seeing things I've never seen before. I guess I want to keep exploring because even though other people have seen it, I haven't.
I don't learn out of a textbook, and each time I go to a new place, I learn a new thing.
And this will be vital to each student's success on their journey. They will have to learn how to push themselves to discover as much as they can about Argo, each other, and themselves if they want to become a working shipmate and a leader.
I think I'm going to learn a whole lot about my strengths, but also more weaknesses that I don't even know about.
I guess I'm kind of anxious. It's going to be interesting. Opening yourself to different possibilities, different styles of living that aren't imaginable, that aren't possible where you are.
Life's challenging. You're going to struggle, and it's what you gain from those hard times and afterwards that's what you benefit in the long run.
Making short 3 to 4 day passages from port to port around the Mediterranean, the shipmates start becoming more comfortable with Argo and slowly begin to get their sea legs.